where men's voices are heard. Your host, Lamarck J. Thomas, and accompanied by Dr. Edward Boyd and Dr. Rui Stevens. And now, Men's Roundtable Talk.
Well, it's a good day, good night, good evening, good Monday evening. Uh, I'm actually out and able to still make it with you guys on tonight for the men's roundtable talk. Certainly, it's a privilege to be on here with you guys. I'm loving every moment of this television show. Working on the television side and still trying to do these shows with you and becoming absent sometime with the shows, and it's kind of heavy, but it is what it is. So I ask for your patience, your prayer. Ask you to come hang out with us and show exactly what it is and what you would like to talk with me about. You can actually come on live with me by simply requesting, and we can have a monologue and then dialogue about it as we go. So, so some of you, um, some of you that are on here, not babbling because I heard some noise. So, but anyway, you're welcome to come on with me so we can have these talks. And so I'm gonna pick off where I left off. I'm not gonna be probably on here for the full hour, and that's due to I'm out of the area, but I'm taking care of business, and you catch me at a later time, uh, and what have you. So we left off with the women. We had closure of the women's, and now we're getting ready to talk with the men's and the men's tonight about being men's. I think it's high time that we deal with men um, on this show about our asinine behavior. We have looked around, we have looked over and looked all around, and we found the women's to be at fault on some things, but we have not addressed what faults that we have. And I just think it's just simple that we should come to the terms of what's happening and what's taking place so we can very well talk about it and come to the terms of men while we're doing this. Or young boys are behaving the way they're behaving. We want to blame the mother, blame the mother for trying to raise a son without a father. But the truth of the matter is, we know the seed that we left in that woman, and regardless of what, we should not be cowards. We should remain intact and take care of the responsibility that we put out. You know that's your child. You know the responsibility behind it. She shouldn't have to take you down there to a man with a black robe for you to do what is called right by in child support. Now, brethren, I love you, but tonight we're going to have some real men talk tonight. She shouldn't have to take you down there to put you on child support. You lay that the Bible says in the book of Genesis, be careful who you give thy seed to. What is your seed? Your seed is your sperm. It's your child. It's what you left into that woman to carry for 9 months. And then you want to blame her. Some of these women have what you call handicapped children. And they feel ashamed because she birthed a handicapped child. No, she nursed what you put in her. That's what she done. She nursed a handicapped child, the seed that you put in her. And then when you put it in her, you want to walk off and blame her for it all. No, let's take responsibility for what you do. Let's take responsibility as men, what we do and how we did it and why we're doing what we're doing. It's time to take responsibility. A woman should never have to take us to child support court. Shouldn't. It is not fair for her to have to do such behavior in order to get help. I also believe that a woman feels that she needs to get child support, she should rightfully give the child to the father. I believe that. I believe also that she should always give the child access to the tree which it came from, fully, 100%. Give that child the right to the father. Don't lie on the father. Don't betray the father. Don't teach the child to go against the father. However, we as men have a responsibility to be in our children's life. It is important to be in your children's life. Now, when they get grown, they're going to go on their own. They're going to play games. They're going to do the necessary. And you have to let your children be grown. You have to stay out of their life and try to interact with them as adults, not those that are growing up in your house. But I'm talking about these babies under 17 years old and 18. They have no business being without a father. They have no business being without a male figure in their life. And I want to go so far to say this here. We shouldn't even be looking up on our young daughters because that's what they are. If she's underage and you know your old rusted behind over a certain age and you looking at that child, talking about, ooh, she sure is fine. Oh, she sure look good. Oh, she sure is that. Instead of you being a father figure to her, you in there taking her panties down. What kind of man are we? No wonder our daughters are dressing provocative and nasty, showing their breasts and got on thongs with clothes you can see through. Because we as men have failed to be men to the women. We look up on them as nothing but sex toys. We look up on them only to beguile their body, use them, betray them. Why do we do such? And it's sad that we as older men have not taught the younger men how to respect the young girl's body. Now the young men can't even get a girl because the old man is fooling around with these young girls, getting them pregnant, messing with them sexually, messing up their mind, and the only thing they care about at that time is nothing but this money. They looking at the man for money. Nobody's teaching the children that money runs out. When running runs out, what will you have, young lady? Nobody's teaching them that, but rather we're taking them into the bedroom, having sex with them, flipping them this way, and once we're done with them, she's gone, mentally destroyed, tore up to the next man, and now the next man got to put up with her asinine behavior because what we as men have done to the woman. Men, it's time for us to take responsibility. Stop looking at these young girls, these babies, as the grown adults. They are not. She's 18, she's 25, she's 27. She barely knows how to cook. She barely knows how to clean herself. She barely knows how to be a woman. You're going to take her and make a woman out of her, and she don't even know how to cook hot dogs. She don't even know how to cook soul food, but you'll take her in the back and beat the daylights out of her and then sex her up and tell her that's what love is. That's not love. You're abusive. And you shouldn't be laying with her at all. Rather than to teach her how to be a father or a daughter, grow up to be very strong and have babies for her male that's her age. Teach her how to love and be responsible toward a young man. We rather take her and take advantage of her, talk down to her, belittle her, take away all of her youth, ruin her, and then after you get through ruining her, then she ain't nothing but a hoe. We're going to keep it real tonight. She's nothing better than nothing but a said hoe after you done made her a hoe. You done talked her into it. Come on, I've been there, seen it, and watching. Never did it, but I seen it happen. tell the girl you don't want to be with her no more, and then she crying, want to be with you because she in love with you. She want to be this, she want to be that, she want to be this. You gonna tell her to sleep with your best friend. She goes over and sleep with your best friend. Y'all break up. You tell her, see, you ain't nothing but a hoe. You went on a slept with my best friend. She did what she heard you say do to try to save the relationship and the marriage or whatever she's in. She did the necessary thing to save it, and you caused her to be who she is. Now she in the point of to being what she is because you taught her how to be that. She taught now she moving from the relationship to survival skill. This is what we have done to the ladies. We have moved them into survival skill rather than taught them to be women and be loved and to wait on a man. We taught them how to go into survival skill. We taught them pick up man skill. We taught them to say, I'm a man and but I'm in a woman's body. I'm taking we have encouraged them to be bull daggers and dykes and lesbians. We men have done that. Why? Because of how we treat them, what we've done to them, what we've said to them, and how we brought things toward them. It's asinine, it's wrong, and men, we have a lot of apologies to do to the women that we say we love and who we respect. We have a lot to give. We have a lot of things to do. And with that being said, you need to start in your own home right now. How can she build with you when you are studying, constantly having her doing asinine behavior, but you want to blame her? Absolutely wrong. Absolutely not good. And I want you to know tonight, as we speak about this tonight, God is going to hold us accountable, and that woman going to get away with it. You know why? Because at the beginning of time, He said, Adam, I gave you charge. I didn't give her a charge. I gave you the charge. I gave you the responsibility to treat her as such. And if she put out raggedy things, she putting out raggedy. That's because she is what she is. She raggedy because she done been put raggedy things in her life, raggedy men in her life. So at this point, don't sit around and try to change her. If she can't change, leave her right where she's at. Get up, move away from there, and go find you a woman that wants to change and be a change and be in your life and be a part of your life. Help build with you. Don't beat her down. Don't kick her. Don't shove her to the ground. Don't belittle her because that's what's wrong with her. She's jacked up because what other men have pulled into her. We as men, as builders, when are we going to become responsible for building her if she's allowed us now? I'm going to say that one more time. If the woman allows us to build her, then build her. But if she don't, she already passing herself around. That's why you see older girls, young girls with older men, because she done ran out with men her age and her bracket. It's over. She's done and she's washed up. And don't no younger man her age want her, but an old man is glad to have her because he's old and he has a young girl on his arm and he feels like he got something. But in reality, he only has his child. He's only messing with the child. He has nothing to give her. What they got in common? What does an older man and a younger girl has in common other than sex and a baby? They have nothing to talk about. Marvin Gaye. I grew up with that. The Isley brother. I grew up with that. I told y'all I was going to talk real about men's tonight. I didn't get a chance to come on last week, but I wasn't going to miss this time. I grew up on Marvin Gaye. I grew up on, you name it. Let's get some other, Johnny Taylor. I grew up on Johnny Taylor. I grew up on all these different types of old school music. What I look like with a girl that's 25, 28 years old. She don't know nothing about that. Only thing she know about is boom, chaka chaka, chaka chaka, boom, loud noise, loud car. She has no growth in her when it comes down to sharing a life with a man of my age bracket due to the fact we have nothing in common. I want greens turnip greens and mustards and cornbread on my plate and fried chicken or smothered down chicken and pork chop. I want that on my plate. That's what I want to eat. And she's used to going to McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King. Come on. She used to go into the seafood house and eat. She cannot produce the lifestyle that I'm from. What do we have? Because that's her behavior. Child. She haven't grown up. She haven't developed yet. But we'll sleep with her. We'll mess with her sexually. We'll do all kind of things to her just to get our rocks off. And we're wondering why they are not. First of all, we're picking them and they're still right. They're not ready to be picked. I got something for all you nasty old pedophiles. You're nasty. Just so you can stick your wore out tired worm up in her. You're going to mess up this child's life for your satisfaction. Not looking that this child can be carrying the future leader, the future president. She could be having the baby of the one that can change the society. You'd rather tear her inside down and tear her down and destroy generation of generation that can be coming through this woman room, all because of a 5 minute satisfaction or pleasure. You low down, sturdy, old scalawag, you. And there is nothing good about you. You are terrible. You are a waste. You have nothing. You won't have nothing. And the little bit you got, the only reason why the young girl is there, because she wants a dollar. Let the dollar run out and she leave. That's good for you. That's good for you. Why are you treating the young ladies and the ladies like hoes and hoemongers? We cause these girls to dress the way they dress by way of looking at them. We're promoting them, talking about, you sure is fine. You sure is sexy. Come on over, baby. I got something for you. You want this here? I got a couple $100 bills for you. Come on over. We're promoting women to whorish behavior. And you think that's fair? You think that's right? You think it's good that you do this? And now that we have men have done it to other people's daughter, we don't want it to happen to our daughter, and they tricking behind the door and you don't even know. Now your daughter's getting tricked and being tricked behind the door and turning your daughters out into hoes. Turning your daughters into lack of respect. Turning your daughters into bad position. Listen, brother, whatever you sow gonna come back to you. Whatever you put out, it shall be returned. It's time that we change. Change how we look at these young girls. If they walking around with tight clothes on up they behind and looking at you Google out, turn your head. Be a man to her. Turn your head and say, you know what, I would talk to you, baby, but I can't bring you home. You look how you look, baby. I can't be with you. Oh, she got a big old booty. And she can twerk it. And she do this and she do that. And she do this. When the sex is all gone, what else do you got? Because half of us, we know as men, when we get through having sex with that girl, and we done had enough of her, I don't care how fine she is. Yeah, I done had that. I'm done with that. I want something else now. I ain't do. Women, y'all better learn. Y'all better listen, and y'all better learn that when your shape is with us, it's only with us when it's with us. When I don't care. When we get tired of having sex with you, you better have something to keep us there. Cause we gonna leave. I'm not finna sit here and play the games with y'all tonight. We gonna leave. We ain't gonna stay because sex get old. Sitting there offering nothing, doing nothing, and all you can give up is your body gonna play out. And when that play out, and the fact of the matter, lady, let's tell the truth. How many men you done went through like that? Just giving up nothing but sex. And where are you now? What you have now? Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Men, you need to learn. Don't have sex with her if she can't offer you nothing more than just sex. Teach her before you lay down with a young man how to be a lady to you. Because now old men are taking a messed up, broken, shattered, torn into pieces. They all tore up everywhere. They all tore up. And they don't care because they only want to hit. We only want to hit that booty, as they say. When we get through hitting that booty, we're done with them. Look at society now. Children everywhere, and they are bastards because the fathers are absent. We are absent, and we're wondering why they're up the road, up the street, killing and shooting and selling drugs, bringing guns to school, going into the cafeteria, going into the mall, stealing because of us. We have promoted the women to whoremongering and whorish ways and being a hoe, and we have tore our families up. We have tore our sons' family up before we can get one, and we have tore up our grandchildren family before they can even get one. Due to the fact that we're not teaching the men, these boys, these young men, how to respect the young lady's body, not to interact with her if she's acting and wearing whole clothes. We're not teaching them to tell that young girl, listen, baby, don't dress like that. You too beautiful to dress like that. Baby, you nice looking. Let's go to school. Baby, let's do something. Let's open up a business together. Miss Lady, let's get together and try to see what we can make positive. Only thing we teach our children now is how to divide, multiply, and cause a problem. Because that's what the households are now. They are full of problems. They are terrible. It is horrific. It is terrible how the households are being ran and how the households are put into shame due to the fact of what's going on with men. We have to take responsibility, man. We have to take responsibility for the way society is moving and is going. We have to take responsibility on how we sit there and allow our behavior to continue among the women. Hoeing is not the answer. Hoeing is not the issue. It's the thing to do. If we don't teach the women as men, show them as men what guidance do the women have. We want to put them down. We want to talk about them and their activities. We want to talk about them, but how many of us is really showing them? I wish somebody could say something to me on the show tonight or tomorrow and just say how many of us is showing the women how to be women. Because after all, they came from us. So we do know them. We do understand. How is it that something come from us men and we don't know them? We don't know them. It's like a woman carrying a child for 9 months and don't know how this child feel, think, eat, or anything. It's asinine. It's asinine. It's simply asinine. The fact of the matter is, it's time for men to step up to the plate. It's time for us to take responsibility. It's time for us to know and teach our daughter. It's time out for you dressing the way you dress, put some clothes on, look decent and look presentable. Because if you don't, you are going to be a victim of what you call foul play by men who will only lead you on to have sex with you to either give you a disease, to get you pregnant, and at some point ruin your life. And you're going to be stuck with a child for 21 years on up, and no one knows what that child is going to be. Some of the children grows up to be president of the United States. Some grows up to be the senator, firefighters, doctors, lawyers, and then there are other ones that run in and out of the prison and are victimized society and messed up. The question is, young lady, if you're going to go through the hell 9 months, pardon me for coughing, if you're going to go through hell for 9 months, use a fool to raise a child for 9 months by yourself. You need that man in your life to help you raise that very child that you had. You need it. You're going to need that. I don't care how you put. You cannot be in her mafia and die, a woman and a man. That's teaching you how to become gay right there, because you're a woman, but you're doing manly things, and it crosses you over into gayism because I'm doing manly things anyway. I might as well try to see what a woman is like. I might as well go ahead and see how this gonna work out being with a woman. Since I can't get no man, maybe I can be a family with a woman. Don't let no man put you in no position to become gay or to do gay activity. If you are a woman, you don't have no man in your household, don't you go out there fixing on no car. Don't you go out there fixing no flat tire on your car. Don't you go out there cutting the yard. You find a brother, your brother, and if you can't give him the $2, brother, please cut my yard. I don't care what come and go. You do not have a right to walk in men's shoes, lady. That is our responsibility as men to do. Don't matter how we feel to do the job. Don't you get out of character. God didn't make you to get out of character. He didn't make me to get out of character. He made us who we are, and we are to walk in that character. To walk not in that character is abomination to God. And he literally says, I didn't make you. Because what I made doesn't go against the priest. So walk the plank. And it's true that we must become men. We must become men. We have to become men for the sake of our daughter, for the sake of our sons, the most important. Because after we're gone, the legacies are our sons. They shall live on and carry the name on. We must take heed to the message called change. Don't change for her. Change for yourself. Change to better yourself. Change to put yourself in the rightful position to become that person that you ought to be. Man, when they see us change, they have no choice but to change. They have no choice but to change because we are the guidance. We are the leader for the women. We are the example. These ladies don't have no example. There's very few women that have examples in their life. And I guarantee they holding on to that man dear life. They ain't finna let that man go up the road and some other woman appreciate him. She gonna love him. You tired of changing out women? Respect the women. Become a man. There will be one that will show up that wants to be that woman, wants to be that wife, and she will step up and be that wife to you, brother. But you have to first deny your whole activity, your defaming of her, and stop looking upon the women as a sex toy. You must change the way you look and think when it comes to the women. We have ruined our women because the only thing they know how to do here is change into wigs, change into these different clothes because they trying to please us. Today she's an Iraqi. Tomorrow, she's a Chinaman. The next day, she's Shaquita. The Next day, she's a sanctified woman from the sanctified church. The next day, she's a club girl. She got so many hats that she's wearing. It is unreal of the hats that these young ladies have to wear to try to please who we are and what we want. Why is it that she got to wear these different types of clothes and wig to try to be happy towards you? She's losing her own self to become unhappy, to make you happy, and then you sit there and abuse her. And still go out and cheat on, and still go out there because you have not set an example. You've used her only for sex pleasure, and you did not tell her. Women don't leave us for cheating. Can I just be honest with you? Can I be transparent with you? Women don't leave us for cheating. You know why they leave us? They leave us for lying. They do. They leave us because we can't be truthful. We can't come to the term of being an adult to her and saying, listen, excuse me, listen, here's the thing that's going on right now with this. Here's the thing that's going on with this here. What is going on with it? You can't be honest. You can't be truthful. She understand that you gonna cheat, man. She understand that. She wanna know what making you cheat. Why are you cheating? And when you tell her why you cheating, she's going to really go into 100% to try to fix that so you don't cheat on her anymore. Because we as men are not transparent. I'm very transparent. I learned it years ago. My granddad has taught me real good. Be very transparent. Tell her. Be straightforward with her. Let her accept that. You don't get to be the judge, the executor, and the prosecutor. You give her her choice. And if she stays, she stays. If she don't, she don't. And I'm telling you from experience, women will not leave you for cheating. She want to know what did that woman do to make you come over to her house and do what she did. She want to live. She want to listen strategically. She want to be right there to understand what happened, and then she's willing to work on that to fix it where her lackeys were. And then once she fix it, don't come up with another reason why you went out there and cheated. Be honest with her up front about the whole 9 yards. Just tell her. Let her come to the term of if she is going to allow you to continue in this relationship and her, or she's going to break it off. Never rob the woman of her choice. To silence her is killing her. To silence the woman is killing her. She is a mouthpiece. It will never stop. If you stop the mouth from running, she dies psychologically, physically, and mentally. She dies. She will not make it, bro. As y'all want to call each other bros, she won't make it. Her job is to be a speaker to you. Her job is to speak into you. Her job is to talk to you. She's made to be a helpmeet, not to be the meat taker, not to be the meat maker. I said meat taker, meat maker. She's a helpmeet. Now y'all got the girls out here working 2 or 3 jobs while you sitting at home playing a video game. This is what we've taught our young boys to do. And we men is not saying nothing, just do it. I know she got a smart mouth. I know she'll lie when the truth to do. I know it. But somebody has to be the example. Set the plank and tell the woman to walk the plank and get it right, or get your bags and go. Somebody got to give structure. Somebody got to give order. And the last time I checked in the book of Genesis, God said, Adam, I gave you the charge. I didn't give her the charge. You can't blame her for your weak wills and behavior. can't blame that woman for that. You cannot blame her for your failures as a man. Why you gonna blame a woman for your failure? Why? You would do it because you're weak. You don't even know who you are. You are lost at cause when you blame a woman for your failure. I learned that a long time ago. That's why you won't ever hear me say, well, you know what, man, that woman, man, she caused me to fall, not to be able to do this. She kept me from being successful in business. She kept me from doing it. No, 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 no. Ain't no woman gonna make me become a weakling in the faith. Because you know what? I understand who I am and what I am. And when you understand who you are and what you walk that calling. You walk that behavior no matter what she does, and you tell her, if you can't get this together, it's time for you to move on because I need to replace you with someone else who will. I feel sorry for a lot of men who feel sorry for these women who who you give a good life to. Brother, I feel you. You give a good life. You try to do the right thing by. You do the right thing. You don't try. You do the right thing by. You go this. You go to the mile. You present this to her. Tell her, baby, get this here. If you need this here, go take it. And then she still winds up going out and cheat. Do not blame yourself, brother. Shake the dust from your feet and pick up your pearls and give it to the next woman who appreciates it. Do not be ashamed. Know this before you marry her. Date her. Get to know her. And then if she can't appreciate it while you dating her, then you already know. Why would you marry her, brother? If you know good and well she cannot appreciate nor take care of you. Whatever she's doing before the marriage, she's going to do it in the marriage. I'm talking to you, brother, because you don't need to be getting involved with domestic violence, fighting, upset, having strokes and heart attack, and all messed up behind what she is doing. You don't need to be doing that. What you need to be doing is understanding one thing. You do not have to take that. You can pack your bags up and leave. You can get out of there. You're not married to her. You have no obligation nor no responsibility to her. You can leave. Do not put yourself in a trick bag, brother. Do not mess yourself up fooling with a woman who don't appreciate who you are nor your value. Know your value. Stop wasting your sex. Some of you young men, I want to talk to you tonight and even the more. Stop giving up your energy and your strength to these women, a young girl who don't even understand can appreciate the value who you are and your strength. Stop running around here sawing your raw oak, giving these women all your children and your strength. Stop doing that because they are never going to love you right. They're never going to treat you right. They're not going to do all that just because you having sex with her and her friend and different other ones and you having these different rendezvous point. Don't mean you the man. By keeping your seed, by keeping your strength in your pants, makes you the man. Makes you the responsible man you are by letting her know, no, I'm not sleeping with you. What are you planning on giving me besides your body? Because I want more than your body. But what do you want? I want your mind. I want to know what can I build with you? Can I trust you in the morning and at night? When I leave, can I hear and believe that you're going to take care of business, not running up and down the street with Mikey, wandering eyes all out outside your vehicle, wandering minds, seeking and keeping company on different platform and background, social media sites and line and going out? That's a hope. I'm gonna tell you what she is. She's a hoe. Why are you wasting your time with a hoe when there are plenty of other women out there that are not hoes? Give her ultimatum. You either comply, come to the term that if you want to be with me, this is what I want. You will give it to me. If you don't give it to me, I'm gonna have to move on to replace. I'm gonna go my way. I'm going on with my life. I don't have time for your game. From different others. She only wants to hear from you. And that means she is giving attention. If you got to fight for her attention right now, you don't have a woman. You have a little girl. She's still trying to make up her mind who she is and what she is. Right now, she can only be a sex toy to you. And that's something you should not waste your time with that woman, brother, by being a sex leave her where she's at. She's not going to be. We must change as means how we think and how they be. Because they're putting up with you wearing your clothes up your behind. We're not putting up with you doing this and doing that. We're only going to put up with you being legit, a good, wholesome girl, wearing decent clothes on your body, not showing everybody what you got. When we show them we don't have no interest in them, they'll stop shaking their behind and start wearing them clothes. They're going to go down in the Macy's, Nordstrom. They're going to go somewhere and put some clothes on because guess what? They are doing it to get our attention. Why do we pay attention to them? The fact why are we uh, uh, and my word is my bond on the men. We're gonna deal with the men. So as tonight, I'm gonna go ahead on and read.
Men's Roundtable Talk thanks you for joining this broadcast. We hope you have enjoyed today's broadcast. You can write Men's Roundtable Talk at efInetworks@gmail.com or 832-391-0157. We look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, take care of each other. Men's Roundtable Talk thanks you for joining this broadcast. We hope you have enjoyed today's broadcast. You can write Men's Roundtable Talk. Men's Roundtable Talk thanks you